On university Wi-Fi. You can do it. You can do it, university Wi-Fi. There you are. ZombiiChris channel. First of all, the sides are the very dark green. Well, there's a light and a dark, so I could. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do that for there. See if my audio is actually gonna pick up. So I can do this or that. Whoop, come on. Out. This for that. And then I'm thinking I should make the spines able to be burnt, but not absolutely certain what I'm going to do with that yet. Those coal blocks I like. Look good, they're nice and they're an actual dark black color. They burnt and they're not, you know, wool. My stream is actually frozen. Whereas on my computer. It didn't show the usual trailer and everything, so probably not working properly. Oh, it's working just fine. Alright, working just fine. That's great. Just keep the desk for no reason. Take that. Animate piece of shit. Let's see. So I'm thinking, actually. What I'm trying to do, I should say that first, is make these edges, the dark green parts right here, solid and not able to be burnt down with fire. Insides can be burnt down all at freaking once. What I'm trying to do. Audio's still working. Okay, it is, and the lag is actually very slow, which is good. I don't know. I might make it so the spines can't be burnt down at all, but to do that, I'm going to need to use less burnt downable material, which means probably something that's very like pitch black, but not being able to be burnt. The obsidian, because this is sort of a browny sort of color I don't like. I really like the coal. I think my only option there is obsidian. If I want the spines to survive, my only option is to use obsidian. Like that though. It may not reach that far. I'll make it to where they can burn down, but won't necessarily burn down. Excuse me. Already laid out parameters of this build. So it's, since these are 14, I'm assuming 14, so that's all they are. I haven't counted that one actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so it's 14 by 14 by 16. Correctly? Nine, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 by 14 by 16. I'm going to count the vertical one more time just to make sure, just to make absolute sure. 4, 5, 8, 9. Alright, by 16, so I'm going to need to make this taller than it was. That's 28, but it needs to be 32. Well, let's just get right into it. Let's see. So this color is gonna be this. This color is gonna be this. That black is gonna be that. I'll have to just eyeball it, but the lighter ones are obviously gonna be that. The dark ones are gonna be that. I'm just gonna have to eyeball it to see if I can get those multiple shades in there. Could use emerald, but I don't want to. I just need to be able to burn. So I don't think there's any other burnable green material. And only the leaves, but oh, I could definitely do something with the leaves on the inside though. I could do like a xylem phloem thing and be really creative. Because if I remember properly, being a biology major, that cacti are a C4 plant. But I'm gonna double check that so I'm not sticking my foot in my mouth and completely disgracing myself as a biology major. I really want to say cactus is a C4 plant. Yes, it is. Okay. I was just like, I don't want to disgrace myself by calling a cactus a C4 plant if it wasn't. But I'm gonna do the whole xylem phloem organizational thing on the inside using different kinds of leaves. That would be really freaking cool. I'm gonna do that. That wasn't originally the plan. I'm going to be using, and I'm gonna put these leaves in there. Vines, maybe not. These are gonna be in the desert, so they're gonna look kind of weird. Yeah, those are gonna look really weird in the desert. Well, I guess that's good that they're a little different. Cactus cross-section. I'm gonna get all sciencey on this. I wasn't gonna science this, but I probably am now. Because they've got a bit of a pith. Not pith is probably the wrong word, but they have a cortex for sure. Yeah, I could probably do that, and I could do that doing different kinds of leaves. So yeah, I wasn't gonna science this very much. I was just gonna fill it in, but I could science it. I mean, it would totally be me to science it. I'm probably gonna do that. But let's build the outside first. So we've got 2 on the very corner, which is over there. I'll start with this side because I'm actually here. 1, 2, 3, 4 tall, which means 8 tall. Oh. Started. 2. I can place more than 2 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 square on that cactus needs to be a block of 4 here. 4 tall, then it's 2 by 8. Ah, crap! That was supposed to be the lighter one too. Block of 4, and then the spine. Oh, that's 1 block, so a block of 4 meant 2 by 2, because I'm an idiot. The lighter one. Or some of you yelled at me because it's weird. But when I post this to my YouTube channel later, some of you want to yell at me. Nope, no one's gonna yell at me because there's nobody who watches these anyway. Alright, and then the spine. Oh, the spines can burn off. Oh, I'm just doing it very 2D, very basic right now. Hey, am I gonna make them like an actual... Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually make it a cube if I want it to be realistic. So I'm gonna... Again, I'm going to very much have to... May get confusing, may not, I don't know. awareness, I think, so who knows? Building a giant cactus. Yay. Ghosts. Oh. Chris forgot how to play Minecraft, guys. Chris clearly forgot how to play Minecraft, at least creative mode. Yay, I have that little line done. Let's see what that looks like from a distance. That looks pretty neat. We'll see how it looks at the end. For now, it looks decent. I'm really hoping this is going to look really cool. It may not. But that's the risk I've got to take. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 blocks over. And light. I'm going to do that and that and that as blocks too. So I forgot what I said. 10 blocks over. I don't know, maybe it'll be cool if the spines get burnt off. Play it to find out. Building this giant cactus. This isn't my test world, this is the actual Let's Play world. So it looks like it's got depth to it because it doesn't have the bit right there. Probably gonna allow me to make it more 3D. Oh, but because it's got the black there, probably gonna end up. No, it'll work better if I just. I don't know. Because it doesn't work that well because it's, different colors on the layers. I'm making a 3D object out of 2D sides. So I'm not sure how well I can do it unless I make it really big and, see that crack right there? If I make them literally sides. Maybe that would work better, but even though that they're given depth in some places. Okay, never mind. No, that doesn't work. I was looking at this one, and it's got the black on both sides, but then I started looking at this one. I don't know. Figure it out. You know what? Or I could just not worry about it. What I build, I build. If it doesn't have it, then oh well. Or I could build it. I'll build it side by side, like I'll build this side completely. And when it comes to the spine over here, build the block coming out. Not like coming out of this side, but that's still green. That idea. I'm building it facing this way. That's toward the center of the world. I think that's what I'll do. Build it side by side and go as I go, essentially. Light, dark. Oh, nope. Keep floating, please. Keep on floating. Hoping the spine here, or the what I'm gonna call scaffolding. These edges in the middle parts that I'm doing with a hardened clay as opposed to wool, so it won't burn down. I was hoping they were gonna be much darker, despite that I'm using this lime green hardened clay. But that's comparing one hardened clay to another. As you can see down here, they are going to be much, much darker compared to the dark green I've got going on here. Although I was just thinking maybe I should swap using that and that. Use this on the spot, use this where I've got this. Just so it'll be dark and darker, or vice versa. Dark, darker, whichever. And then just use these two, but that would just be a mess. I kind of like it the way I'm doing it. Nope, keep playing, please. Thank you. I don't know, should I poke out the spines out of the middle? I don't know if I should poke out the spines or just leave them black squares as is. I guess I'll make it with the black squares and then put the spines in later. Who knows, I may like it without. I may just think it's fine without. I may want to put the spines in there for the 3D aspect. Who knows? Right spot. Jeez, these shadows are making me second guess myself on these color placements. Dark. Oh, come on. Down first. I can never catch myself in midair. I like cool. Shadows are messing with my head. My troubles have all gone out of me. How to have friends. I kind of like that. I'll see how it looks with the pokey out spines when I'm done making that for a side. Okay, and I'll actually go for the wool right now, just to see how that one side in particular is going to look. I don't know why I kept looking in that structural area. Wasn't going to be there. Okay, so light unless... Okay, so I'm kind of going to have to eyeball this. So I'm going to do the dark... I'm going to do the dark ones, and then I'm just going to fill in the rest of it with the light. So, let's see. I'm going to count all of that as dark. None of this is dark. I'm kind of debating on what I should consider that right there. I don't know. Okay, so let's just, start at the bottom, go up. In the middle, I'll just do the definites first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know that's the same color as that. So in the middle, I'll do 9 blocks. 2. I'm not really good at doing that. I'm not good at that at all. I'm getting the hang of it. Oh. Dark, so that means on the spine and under. I'm sitting so close to the dang camera. Very interested in this game, apparently. Painful. It almost seems like whenever I see this, I almost think it's dark green. I want to call it dark green so bad. For me, a regular green is the color of this cactus, right? Just generally the cactus, the color of this. Pushed together, I guess, which is why I consider it that, but that is green. In these wools right here, we have dark green and light green. Mine is the light, so that makes sense. That's dark and light for me. That's not anywhere. None of that's the in-between green. Wish I had just a regular freaking green. And that would solve my crisis of knowing what that middle color is, as if I had an actual green. And then 3, 2. I'm falling. Really didn't think I was going to make this today. I had the idea not long ago, actually, like an hour ago is when I had this idea. Get a bite to eat with Jen before I'm going to go do a lab thing. Back and I'm starting to build this instead of doing homework that I need to do or cleaning my room for my mom's visit like I need to do, or preparing for my, content exam. Instead of doing anything I'm supposed to be doing, I'm doing this instead. Or I stare at this lime green. I love the lime green color. I love the lime green wool. I love it to death. The more I stare at it, especially against this dark green, the more I stare at it, the more it's starting to look like a minty green, and I hate that. Oh. I don't like this color the more I look sucks. But I love it. Not bad. I can terraform the sand around it. Alright, what does that look like? Done. I'm gonna do that other side before I back up too far and get it all the way up. I wish I could put these colors side by side so I could plan this out a hell of a lot better. There's that top one's not dark either. And that's that intermediate color. So there's the very top, and that's 3 down. Huh, I was curious if that would work as well as the up direction. Either the answer is no, or I just suck. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised with either one of those conclusions. Okay. Now what? If I'm doing this consistently, I may very well not be, but I hope I am. A light. I know this looks kind of dark, but the point is that all this can be burned down. You know what? Yeah, I am gonna put this. Alright, I'm gonna fly a decent distance away so I can see what the heck this looks like. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that looks beautiful. I adore it. I love it to death. I wish this little bit right here had a little bit more dark in it, but it may or may not. I'm going to take a look at the actual cacti and see if the top right has any. Nope, not at all. Okay, so that's perfect. I love it. I love it to death. Now I just have to more or less copy that on every side. Yep. Okay. So I'm assuming it's the same on every side, and I didn't just mess up by doing it weird. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, now I'm gonna take a look at this corner for a second and think, see if what to do about these spines that aren't spines but are spines. Got it. Okay, so they're just going to be spines on one side. So what I'm going to do, say, okay, so we've got our buddy right there. Say that is our spine. That's our guy right there. And say there's maybe this guy right here. Lights. We did just a little bit more so. That's right there. That's got your spine. Then, after 1, 2 more, as I'm building inward, yeah, I'll just put it there like that. Because when you're looking this way, because since these are 2D like that, you can see those, but you can't see anything pointing out. Look at my face cam. You can't see anything pointing this way. When you're looking at the cactus like this, you see the spine pointing that way, but you don't see the other 2D spine pointing this way. Similarly like that. That's the spine that's on the previous side. If I build it like that, it really fits. Yeah, because those spines are going to end up being, these are going to end up being like this, I assume. That one's just going to stay like that, since it is a spine over there, but it's not necessarily over here. I'm looking at the right side. Okay, so that's like that. That, you can see it. It does that, and I don't like that. I'll just play it by ear. I'll do that when I can. I'll do it like that. I'm gonna do all the scaffolding before I do any of the other fill-ins, just so I can get that all done and figured out. This is easy. Difficult part is I'm trying to make that match that when that is already clearly different. What do I do? That wants to be this. Cactus on the ones I built so I can take them back down, because I like keeping my world as original as I can. So if that's the 1-2 block, then the spine right there. 2 dark spine, space spine. So I guess that means I'm not finished with that first side to begin with. I need to put more spines on it. I need to put more of those sideways spines on it. I'm not done with this first side. Spines on it. That one on that side. One on each side. So above the bottom one on the left side and below the bottom one. Okay, so that's going to be relatively easy. Across the hall, somewhere's going absolute apeshit about something that happened, and it's like, this university is absolutely ridiculous. I agree, my friend, but I mean, you're kind of Alright, I see. And stay awake, please. No, I'm boring, but you don't gotta fall asleep on me. So if that's that way, what spines do I have on that side? I've got all of them. So all of those are spines. So other than the invisible spines, which is what I'm calling this, to build outward as spines, like this. Alright. So I guess since this was the important side, I had to get it exactly like it. But then the rest of them I can kind of play by ear, I guess. Maybe I should just build each of these 2 sides so they're only a little bit off, and then the back is just going to be kind of funky. I mean, and this is all just going on the basis of the spines. And that's the only place where it's going to be off, if at all. So I have another of this side over there. Well, that's going to be kind of weird, because they're going to be equivalent. Or I could just copy this mirrored other side, then just fill this middle in. I like that. That's what I'm going to do. That works the best. I'm just going to repeat this on the other side, and then that's how the spines are, and then just repeat. I like that the best. Let's do that. Oh, I got myself in the middle. Bam, got myself in the middle of the fall. better at catching myself in the middle. Since blocks are each, I don't know if I think I'm expanding the regular cacti by, well, I'm not expanding it by 4. I'm not going 1 block to 4 blocks. I'm not expanding it by 4. 1 pixel equal 1 block, and I multiplied that by 2. So it was 14 by 14 by 16. So I'm expanding it by either 16 or 14, depending on which way you're looking at it. And then I double that. So there's no invisible spines on that side. Make up a place to put them. I'm not gonna do 1 and 1 because that would just be weird. But it may end up being what I have to do. Side 1 on the right side. I may just make that north, south, east, and west. I think the middle spine, the spines in the middle, are good enough that it'll take care of it for me. I dig out the bottom of this sand right here, and to make it clay, maybe, nah, you know what, no I'm not. Must be sand, it could be sand. Yeah, this is exhilarating commentary, isn't it, guys? I'm really hoping someone jumps in the chat so I can actually talk to somebody. That's why I'm here, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm twitching instead of just not. I'm trying to talk to people. Pretty empty. I think I forgot that bit right there. Pretty blank. Really hoping as soon as this is finished, it'll actually look really good. I'm just gonna try and copy those patterns on the sides without even worrying about the spines. That should be handy. Well, those invisible spines are really getting me. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. What was that? I think the spines burning would be pretty interesting. So maybe it's good that I have these as a combustible material. Like, looks good. Poking out spines on either of the sides makes up for the fact that there's no invisible spines. I like it. It's good how it is. I'm just gonna do that one more time on the other side. Oh, Jesus. God. I gotta do it 2 more times. I completely forgot about that. I'm done after this one. This is just 1 block out of 3. So I'm definitely not doing that all tonight. I might not even do that last side yet. I'll figure out more about this project. Leave this side open for a little while. Try and fill in all these blocks and make them too wide as they're supposed to be for the time being. At least it looks good. I really like how it looks. I really, really like how it looks. A beautiful new big landmark in my Let's Play world. I forgot how to play Minecraft there for a couple seconds. Alright.
Hey everybody! By everybody I mean the one person who just came in and jumped on the chat. How are you doing? How are you freaking doing? I'm glad somebody else is in the chat so I can talk to you. Holy crap, I'm tired of being quiet. I want to talk. I want to talk to somebody. And hello to you for being here. How are you doing?
You're still there. I don't know if you're still there. Really happy there's somebody in the chat. Oh, I'm so happy, but I think I saw it a little late. Oh, hey. You just song request. If you want to hear my tone-ass piece of shit singing, by all means. And it'll be a little better if I know this song, but not guaranteeing shit. But I guarantee you, it's gonna be bad.
Thank goodness there's somebody else here. I mean...
Oh, like to play songs on YouTube while I'm building.
Sure, why not? As long as it's not country or rap, I am game for that.
I can absolutely do that. Yes, 100%, 100%. I would in fact enjoy that. I'm not used to doing a lot of streaming on Twitch. I usually just do commentary. So I may not know how to play it straight through the system so it'll sound any good, but I can certainly play it through my computer for the Kinect to pick up. I can do that. So it'll probably be shit quality, but I can make it happen. Hell, I'll even go as far as to turn off the music on Minecraft. And hello, Mr. Sparks. I've got more people in here. Nice. I get to talk to people. I'm happy about that. I'm so glad I lost my brain for a second. Music. I'm gonna keep the sound on because I really like the sounds. So by all means, I can play stuff on my computer. But I really like talking to you guys. And hell, if you want to know more about what I'm building, feel free to ask. I have to go. Okay. Mama's making you go? Okay. No worries, no worries. And even if it's not your mom and you just don't like the way I'm doing things, by all means. No problem at all. No problem at all. Seriously. Seriously, I switch. I don't do Twitch a whole lot, but by all means, I love to have people watching. Thanks for following me. Feel free to come back later. I will enjoy having you back. Where are you from? I am from Missouri, middle of the United States of America. So yeah, it's 4:28 right now, 4:28 in the PM. Be right back, gotta go. That's kind of an oxymoron, if you ask me, because if you gotta go, I'm assuming that means you're leaving for good, but be right back, you're not leaving for good, so... I don't know, the way you say it maybe, the way you say it is, or intend it, is probably different than the way I'm interpreting it. But and the only reason I'm even talking about that right now is so I have something to talk about. But the way I interpret that is a bit of an oxymoron, but hey, you might have just meant what I would interpret as just being right back because you have something you have to do really quick. Just how I'm interpreting it. So yeah. I hate niggers. Oh, I get it. You made me say it out loud. Haha. Very funny. Knee as in like Knee. I get it. You made me say it out loud. Very good. Very good. I'm just gonna call you Knee. So thank you for the follow, Knee. I appreciate it. And yeah. Now I get to go to my ZombiiChris world and put your name on my board of people who are following me on Twitch. So isn't that fun? And yeah, feel free. I'm going to be building this for a while. I'm going to be building this for quite a while. I was planning on stopping because I wasn't talking to anybody, but if I get somebody back and we start a conversation, we start talking, who knows? I might be here for a while. Because this is quite the project I'm doing right now. It would be good to have somebody to talk to while I'm doing this. My buddy Jen will be back here in a little while, so it'll be more of us talking. Have two of us here in person, and then you guys in the comments, or the chat. Say comments. I do a lot more YouTube than I do Twitch. Although Twitch is more my style, I keep a consistent schedule with Twitch, as to where I can upload as a consistent schedule on YouTube. Yeah, totally lost my brain. Totally lost what I was saying. It's gone. It's gone. Dead and gone. And there's nobody there. Marco Polo, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Is anybody there? 24110, 24110. Am I transmitting? Is anybody listening? Contact. Anybody there? So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm building a giant cactus. If you, for some reason, couldn't figure that out already. And there's one block of it. I'm making it 3 tall. So, and our cactus has in one block has 14 pixels by 14 pixels and then 16 pixels tall. So I'm taking that and making a 2 by 2 by 2 cube for each pixel, and then I'm making it 3 tall for a future Let's Play I'm doing. So this sucker is going to be pretty big. I'm almost done with the I'm 75% done with the shell of one of the parts. So this is going to take a while. And then I'm going to have an intermediary chunk here in the middle. I don't know, what am I going to build that out of? I haven't thought of that yet. What does it look like in between these blocks? I don't know, it doesn't really look like anything, really. I'm just going to make it this dark green wool. So it can be a bit of a shadow. I'm going to do it there. Run this all the way around one. I'm not gonna put it on this row. I'm just gonna run it along the inner perimeter. Might have Jen in not only to talk, but she might help me build later too. She's a smart cookie. She can figure out what I'm trying to do. Alrighty. I'm probably going to just start. Probably not going to do the green parts. Actually, you know what? I'm probably not going to do like the back and side right now. And I'm definitely not going to do this last chunk over here right now. What I'm going to do is just this front panel all 3 up. That's my next task. If I can learn how to English. 1 2 3 4 dark and then spine.
get rid of some of this fence while I'm at it. Well, that was not the fence. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dark spine. And 1, 2 dark spine. 1, 2, 3 spine. So 2 dark spine. Was it 2 or 3? I already lost it. 2 dark spine, 3 spine. 2. Hey, you're back. So I was correct. It wasn't that you had. It wasn't the oxymoron where you said you were going completely and yet you were going back. Can you answer where you are from again? I am from Missouri, in the middle of the United States of America. So I'm in the center, more or less, of the country. I'm making a giant cactus, if you can see that. For a future Let's Play, if you've seen the Achievement Hunters, they have something they call Mega Tower, which is they have the Tower of Pimps, which is an obsidian block with 4 blocks of gold on top of it. That's where I got this idea. I'm not doing the same game they're doing, but it gave me the idea to make something huge. So I really like cacti, and in this map of the Let's Play world I have right now, pretty much half of it is desert. So I'm like, I'm just gonna make a giant cactus. I like cacti. I'm trying to make some sort of huge landmark for my world. It was too dark, so I thought this would be the best thing to do. 1, 2, 3 spine, and then 1, 2. Perfect. So how about you, Mr. Sparks? Scotland right here, and it's really cool. What, the cactus or like the weather in Scotland? Probably both, honestly. It's probably pretty cold there because it is Scotland. I've never been to Scotland, but I imagine since it's in the northern hemisphere, it is pretty chilly. And I also agree that my cactus is pretty cool. So honestly, both. I would have to agree with you and whatnot. I don't know. Lost my sentence in the middle there. Oop. So yeah, cheers. Scotland, nice. I like it. I like it. Getting more people than just the United States up in here. What time is it over there in Scotland? Just curious. I like to think of where time zones are in relation to my own. Because right here I'm trying to use the 24-hour system. Hold on. 1637. Trying to use the 24-hour system. It's 1637 here. Where'd my phone go? Probably in the pocket of my jacket. Sure enough. Right here, please tell me my girlfriend didn't message me and I completely missed it because I'm a bad boyfriend. Nope, okay. I'm all good. Oh, Mr. Sparks, you're now following me too. Nice, how you doing, bro? Weather is bollocks because the cactus is awesome. Right here, it's 10:30 p.m. It's 3 degrees and raining. 3 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's, I don't know, would it be Celsius or Fahrenheit? I'm assuming it's Celsius. But then again, that might be absolute bollocks. I'm an American, I speak in Fahrenheit, but I'm a scientist, so I kind of know about Celsius too, but only kinda. Because I know that Fahrenheit is relative to humans, Celsius is relative to water, and then Kelvin is relative to air. So I know that much, and thanks for following me, bro. I'm also going to put you on my chart, or my grid of followers on Twitch, in my lab world, which I'm going to pop into after I finish this spine, so I can add you and knees. So yeah, 3 degrees. I'm trying to, yeah. Wait, was that a dark or a light? That's a light, okay. The shadow is making my brain go all wonky, thinking it's different colors. Not Fahrenheit, that's what I thought. I'm not absolutely certain, but I want to say America is the only country that reliably only uses Fahrenheit. I know as far as measuring, it's only us and then some Middle Eastern country are the only two that uses feet and inches instead of, or the imperial system instead of metric,
which again, as a biology major, as a physics major, chemistry major, or science major, I think metric is far. You can hear this from an American. Metric is far superior to the imperial system. Do I have a baldy? What? I don't understand what you're asking. Do I have a baldy? That's probably some sort of vernacular that I don't understand due to a gap in countries or whatever. The hell is a baldy? Scotland. I'm gonna Google that. Scotland baldy. I hope this doesn't turn anything up in my search engine that I don't want. Baldy. The Baldy Man is a television series starring Gregor Fisher, a Scottish comedian. Is that what you're talking about? Like, do we watch the show Baldy and you're trying to initiate a conversation about that show? Is that what you're trying to talk about? Just curious. I'm trying to connect with you here, but the language gap is, despite the fact that we both speak English, the language gap is a bit interesting. I always thought that was interesting, how people can literally speak the same language, but just due to the vernacular of just culture. Shaved hair. No, I'm not bald. I've got hair, but I am certainly balding. Because my family is just my family has the men in my family go bald really quickly. My dad had shaved his head by the time he was 18 because it was so bad. Luckily, I'm not that bad, but it's definitely been noticeable for a few years. So I favor wearing a hat over not wearing a hat because it looks atrocious in my opinion. But no, it is not shaved. But it is thinning like hell. Finish that pillar. I'm gonna pop out and then go to my lab world so I can add those blocks in labs. All right, that's so sound. Again, I have no idea what that means. That's so sound. Let's see. What I'm not even quite certain what that could be. That's so sound. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Oh, I'm gonna hate typing this in. Me. And you know what? I gave you a nickname, so knees. Your knees. Hey man, don't feel bad, but your girlfriend must adore it like a cheesy cheeky Nando's. Oh God, you're doing that to me on purpose now. I've got no idea what you're talking about. You're doing it on purpose now. Oh man. And here's your name going up. Sparks. SPARK. How many Z's? SPARK. How many Z's are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Let me make absolute sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Z's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Bam. Oh no, that's not capitalized. Crap. Wait, depending on where I look, it is or it isn't. No, it was capitalized. I'm just stupid. Crap. Oh well. At least it'll be easier this time so I know how many Z's. S P A R K 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Mr. Sparks. Hey. There you go. Bam. So if you're wondering what this means, the purple means you're following me on Twitch. If it's the green, that means we've played games together. And if it's red, that means I've met you in real life. And it could be green or purple if it's red. So it's sort of, if it's red, it could encompass any of the following. If it's green, it could encompass the following, etc., etc. Sound mean like a bro, and cheeky Nando means going out with all your mates and having an amazing meal or time. Okay, so that's so sound, meaning it's like crap. Mean like a bro. That's okay. That's so sound, meaning like a bro. So that's okay. So you're saying that is me acting like a bro, which I'm assuming is a good thing. And then, hey man, don't feel bad about my girlfriend. I'm sorry. I'm assuming by what you mean by must adore it like a cheeky Nando's is I've got to adore her by taking her out to a meal or whatever and having a good time, which we do frequently. We did that this weekend, despite the fact that she lives 4 hours away from my home, but 3 hours away from a university here. So it's quite a distance away from us, or we are away from each other. Did I make that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. But this period's because I might be going to sleep because you got high school. I'm going to be actually a high school teacher. So I don't know why that mattered as part of the conversation. I just thought I'd throw it in. I'm going to be a high school teacher. I'm doing my student teaching next semester. Because by the end of this year, I will be a teacher. So that's interesting. What year are you in high school? And I'm assuming high school means grades 6 through 12, right? I don't know if that's universal. I've learned a lot about the British education system recently, but I still don't know a whole lot about any other education system. I mean, I haven't even looked at Scotland. So high school means, no, wait, not 6 through 12, 9 through 12. I'm sorry. 6 through 8 would be middle school, and high school or secondary is 9 through 12. So what grade are you in? Just curious. Let's see. 2 dark spine and then a whole bunch of crap. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 2 dark spine, 5 spine. Kind of sound 100% correct, plus it takes 4 hours to travel across your bloody country. Yeah, for me, that's just about halfway across the state. 4 hours for me is nothing. I drove 13 hours to get to the RTX convention in Austin, Texas. And that was a hell of a drive, but honestly, 4 hours is like, it's not nothing. It's a pain in the butt, but it's not impossible. And I can't imagine driving to a different country. I mean, I understand England's like, and it's all just tiny. I mean, not England, but Europe. I'm sorry. Europe's like tiny. And for us moving across states, it's like you guys moving across countries. So me thinking I could just take an afternoon and drive to a different country is just boggling to me. So let's see. You're in S4, which means you're 14. Oh, so you're 14 years old. Is that what you're saying? I'm not quite sure. You're 14. Does that mean you're 14 years old? I don't know why I didn't accent there. Didn't really fit the situation whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I fell. And I caught myself. And fine. Let's see. 2 spine 2. Okay. 2 dark spine 2. 1, 2 dark. Fine. Nope. Nope. 2. Okay. Okay, so you're 14 years old, which means, let me think.
usually you're 18 when you graduate from 12th grade. So if you're 4 years prior to that, so 18, 17, 16, 15, so you'd be in 8th grade, which is the final year of middle school. Well, depending on where you are. Where I grew up, you would be in the final year of middle school, which is pretty young comparatively. I mean, my birthday's tomorrow. I'm turning 22 tomorrow, so if that puts it in any perspective. Yeah, my 22nd birthday is on the day that Marty McFly comes back to the future. No, PS4, nope, only Xbox One. That's all I've got. I mean, I don't have anything against the PS4. I'm not one of those guys that's like Xbox versus PlayStation. I don't care about that. I mean, do whatever station or game console you want. I just like the Xbox better, personally. And I think they have better games, in my opinion. Although that was kind of a redundant to say, I think, and then in my opinion. Do I PS4? No, I already answered that. Try a Scottish accent. Well, my British accent, my girlfriend always tells me my British accent. Well, she doesn't say it sounds Scottish. She says it sounds Australian. So, never mind. I was thinking I could do my British accent, and it sounds Scottish. It sounds Australian, so never mind if that doesn't work. I could certainly try. I want to say it sounds. I have to think about it first. I want to say it's sort of like British, only. And forgive any stereotypes I come up with. They're purely accidental if it's offensive at all. Oh, thanks, Boo. I appreciate it. I'm probably not going to be streaming tomorrow not because it's my birthday, but because I've got a hell of a lot going on for school. 1, 2, 3, dark spine. 2, 3, dark spine. Forgot what I was doing. Okay, the Scottish accent. If I were to do a Scottish accent, I'm probably, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just because you asked, but I usually wouldn't, but I think I'll do it. If I do a Scottish accent at all, I want to say I'd probably be attempting to mimic Peter Capaldi, because that's the best reference I have to go on as far as the Scottish accent. So, I mean, other than that, I really don't have any Scottish voice role models, if that makes sense. The only guy I know, I know of, that has a Scottish accent is Peter Capaldi's doctor. So, that's probably what I'm going to be going off of. Did I even put that in the right place? I did, good. Let's see, that's a dark spine. Dark spine. Let's see. Wall. 3. Wait. 3. There we go. Let's see. Dark. Spine. And then up at the top is spine. Dark. And then all the rest of that is wall. Okay, by the way, our accent is super fast and deep slang, not at all like in English. So I'm assuming you mean, by English, I'm assuming you mean like England English, not like American English. Boy howdy, is there a bunch of freaking slang in American English. So I'm guessing you mean by, in English, that you mean England English. Again, that's just a guess. I honestly have no idea. But let me know if I'm right. Scottish. I don't know. My Scottish accent's probably gonna be crap. I don't know. Scottish. I know I need to sound a lot angrier. That's for sure. Scottish accent is sort of. I kind of want to say it's British, but it's dark, almost like a if you're adding a touch of Russian to English, it's more Scottish, and I know it's got a bit of a more drawn out R than British English. It's got a little bit of a more drawn out O. I might be completely wrong, but this is the best I've got. It's probably rubbish, but it's the best I've got. It's the best I got, mate. I'm sorry about that. There. Tell me how crappy I did now. Oh, that was really bad. Yeah, just try it. Remember, we speak like a guy with a knife through his scrotum. So purely just screaming in that case, not even just words or any coherent sounds whatsoever, just pure screaming. That'd be interesting. A language where it's based on, where the dialect is based on screams. Sort of like German. Oh, angry language burn. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not right. Oh, that's because it's not finished. It should be. What? Where did I go wrong? Something's weird. There should be more to that. Hold up, I missed something. Okay, 2, that, 3, bam. Okay, it should have been 2 dark spine, then a 3. Okay, I know where I messed up. I know where I messed up. 2 dark spine. Oh, need one more layer of the coal. 2, 3. Hey man, it's it's fun talking to you too. It's always fun, in my opinion, to talk to people from different countries. It puts much more of a perspective on the world, knowing just a little bit more about culture from everyday people rather than what you see in the media or in popular culture and TV and stuff. It's really refreshing to me personally to just talk to everyday people who live in just different cultures and speak different languages than me, where I learn to figure things out, and it's honestly really fun. And no offense, your accent ain't good, mate, but schmelting you. Yeah, I know the accent was absolutely freaking terrible. I can't do Scottish worth crap. And I just learned that. Before I just thought my Scottish accent would be bad because I had never tried it. Now I know my Scottish accent is bad because I've tried it. And yeah, man, it's really, and yeah, if you want to talk to me more, I'm open. I mean, I've got 2 YouTube channels. That one of them it's just me talking and talking and talking and not shutting up, essentially. And yeah, the other one's video games, where I'm just talking and talking and talking, and sometimes I have my friends with me on those. Well, sometimes I have my friends with me on both channels, actually. So if you want to hear me talk more, maybe, well, it's not much of a conversation because it's really one-sided. But if you just want to hear me talking, I guess you can go to my YouTube channels. But I mean, if you want, stay here and on my channel here, on my whatever it's called. I don't do Twitch a lot, so I don't know if it's called a channel. Probably is. But hey, I'm more than happy to talk to anybody and everybody here on Twitch when I'm building and stuff. Let's see, I hope I did that right. I think I did that right. Yeah, it looks like it. All right. Let's see, light all the way up into the catty corner and then light all the way back up. Oh, didn't get that. I've heard worse, but try some of the slang you say. Tay your mates. I'm assuming tay is two. Like T-O. Instead T-A. Try some of this. Try some of the slang I tay to your mates. I fucked that up. Try some of the slang. I'm trying to even say that because I would consider it slang because it's not perfect American English, but of course it's not going to be because it's a different language which has a different vernacular completely. In the U.S. is haggis. What is that word? Jerjet. I don't know that word. I have no idea what that word is. I'm sorry. Jerjed? I don't know that one. You're gonna have to fill that one in for me because that could be anything. You're essentially asking if haggis is an adjective, and that adjective could be absolutely anything. So I have no idea. I'm building a big cactus, do 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 do, building a big cactus, do 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 do, building a big cactus, do do do. All right, that's actually I need those. I need to have the equivalent here. There we go. Now the rest of that is light green. Illegal? No, not illegal. No, it's not illegal at all. I don't imagine it would be. I mean, it's what, if popular culture taught me correctly, it's what, sheep's stomach and then like onions and beets and stuff, right? I mean, it's certainly strange and by no means popular, but I can't imagine it would be illegal. But it is certainly strange and definitely not a dish everybody has had or is even willing to have. So I'm assuming, and this is purely assuming, if you're watching this, that you too play video games, Mr. Sparks. Is Ern got to go? Be right back. Okay, sure. I'll talk to you when you get back, Sparks. I'll figure out what you mean. Let's see. I'm going to do the dark green over here. And then just fill the rest in with the light green. Okay. So I need the 2 right here. Spine to spine. I'm in the cloud. My head's in the clouds. And then it's just connecting those, right? Yeah, okay. Even though it's got that strange upper part, right? I'm leaning like it's gonna make me see better, but I don't know, my girlfriend does that all the time. When she wants to see more in a video game, she always leans to the side to try and lean her character's point of view. I think it's the funniest thing in the world, and sometimes I even do it too. Usually the only game I do that in is mine. But I mean, sometimes I do it too. But Liz does it all the time. I think. Full attack. Yeah, adorable as heck. Me trying not to swear. Ha ha.
Oh, hey, there's a third person in here too, apparently. Not just me and Sparks, there's somebody else here too. Feel free to say hi, my friend. Join the conversation, have a chat. Unless you're just liking, or enjoying, may I say, unless you're just enjoying learning about Scottish culture, how it compares to American culture. But you could still join into that conversation. I mean, this is more than just, you know, one-sided thing. Join on in, have some fun. Is that even right? I don't know if that's... Did I mess that up somewhere? Crap. Something's not even. 2. Oh no. Something's not even and I don't know where it is. Oh no. I found it. I absolutely found it. Is that 2 up? Yes, it is. I absolutely found it. Yes. Wow, and I based everything else off of that too. So I'm going to try and fix this the best I can. So yeah, whoever's that third up, they're gone. They left. They apparently didn't want to join into the conversation. I realized a lot while I'm streaming that people just want to watch. They don't always want to, you know, input and talk. Whenever I ask them to start talking or join in the conversation, they just go like, nope, I'm leaving. Bye-bye. Not having any of this. I'm like, come on, dude. That's the whole point of Twitch, is it's live instead of just a video. I mean, if you wanted to watch a video and just me talk out my ass, just go to a YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel if you want to listen to me talk. But the point of this being live is so that we can have a conversation, man. Come on. I knew I was gonna mess up somewhere. I wasn't gonna get out scot-free without making any mistakes. But at least I caught it relatively early. Then this needs to match up with that, right? Does that go all the way up or just 1? Yeah, that goes all the way up there. And that matches up there. Good, good, good. Oh, that's that color. Alright, and that means I also messed up that one. Measured that off of that. Good. This one needs to be fixed. I think now it's nice and even. Good, now I just have to go around and fix the other side. How messed up is it? Oh, there it is. Hey, you're back. No reason to be sorry, dude. You're actually having a conversation with me. I'm cool if you need to go over here and there. I'm learning stuff from you. Being an educator, I know that education and learning is very important. And that went all the way up. Okay, good. Good. I fixed it. You happened to leave right before I realized I had made a crucial error and came back when I was almost finished fixing it. So I have a couple more fixes to make, and I should be back on track. Oops. Is that how that goes? Yeah, it is. Okay. And that goes all the way up, right? That's all light. Okay. Light. Light. That's dark. And that should be good for that row, right? Yeah. Needs to be dark. And this needs to be light. I think that's the end to my fixes on this design. Good. Okay. There. I messed up briefly in the design, but it's all good now. Wow, and the cloud layer is going through the top of that second row. I thought it was going to be in the middle of the third section. Oh, no, that's because I made this before when I thought it was still 12 pixels by 12 pixels by 12 pixels, or 14 pixels by 14 pixels by 14 pixels. But instead it's 14 pixels by 14 pixels and then 16 pixels vertical, which means I had to not vastly, but somewhat make it taller. So, wow. Yeah, that was the middle of the top section before I fixed the pixel ratio. At least I calculated that pixel ratio before I started building, or whew, that would have been a hell of a problem. There might be a few moments where I go, and then the weather. It's also thunder, lightning, rains, and heavy winds. Whoop, whoop. Dude, I love that weather. Especially, you said it was like 10 something where you were at, maybe 11 something now. Dude, I love that weather. It puts me to sleep like that. It's beautiful. I love it to death. I love thunder and lightning when I'm trying to sleep. It's gorgeous. And hopefully you do too. Otherwise, sorry, that kind of sucks for you. And then 1, 2, 3. 4, not 3. Oh no, I messed somewhere else. I messed up somewhere again. Well, at least that all looks even up until there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4. Whoop, wrong one. 4, 1. Good. You're sure all I hear is rain pelting off my window and massive noises? Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it. It puts me to sleep because I can't sleep when there's silence because there's just too much going on inside my head. I love it when there's just the faint sound of something else or the loud something of something else being even better, which is why I love sleeping in the rain, why I adore sleeping with thunder and lightning. Because the more noise there is, the more that drowns out my thoughts. And I just, when I'm not thinking about anything, I go to sleep really easily. I absolutely love it. But I mean, it's not raining right now, obviously. And plus, what is the thing called the sun? We don't understand sun because we don't get it. That sucks because the sun is really cool, but the sun's sort of going away for us too here in the central United States because it's getting into fall, or as other people call it, autumn. See, that needs to be at the top of this, right? Right, okay. So the sun is starting to go away for us too. I mean, it's not going away enough to be, you know, what is the sun? What is this thing called the sun? But it's going away enough to where it's like, well, it's fall or autumn. Because people get serious about what they call the seasons. Maybe that wasn't tall enough. Maybe I was supposed to go to that second one. Yeah, I was supposed to go to that second one. Damn. It gets relentless. Rain clouds, wind, rain, cloud, thunder, and lightning. I can definitely tell you're 14 years old now. Our snow is unbelievable. Really, how bad does it get? I mean, because we get, you know, a decent amount. I mean, for the central United States, it's not bad, but I mean, it caused some pretty terrible stuff back in 2000 or 2001. But how's it like there? Is it, like, how bad is it? 'Cause, I mean, I can't imagine it's not Russia bad, I imagine. I mean, it's got to be worse than it is here. Right? You know what I could have done? I could have flip-flopped the patterns from the left to the right so it looks a little cooler. But I guess it's more Minecraft-y if it's the same pattern repeating, so I'll leave it. And hey, third person, I'm going to scare you away by saying, join the conversation, man. Come on.
start talking. I love it when other people talk and get into this. We're learning about, well, at least I am learning about Scottish culture and how it compares to American culture. Well, not only culture, but apparently weather now. And that goes all the way up to right before the end of this. So join the conversation, be a part of it. Come on. Or you can run away like everybody does when I tell them to be to join the conversation. 1 to 2 meters and get a white Christmas. 1 to 2 meters is quite a bit. Dang, I mean, we don't get that much. But we get a decent amount, but probably I'm trying to convert Imperial. Probably, I want to say 0.5 meter to 1 meter. I want to say. I mean, I might be wrong. My conversions might be off, but at least we do get a white Christmas. Yeah, I get a white Christmas 4 out of 5 years. The reason I say that is because my uncle is pretty well off with himself and takes my entire the branch of my father's side of the family to the Bohemian Islands once every 5 years for a week over Christmas. It's really beautiful. So I get a white Christmas 5 out of 5 years. 4 of those are because it's snow. The 5th one because it's sand. Beautiful. Don't mean to brag, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Oh man, we got 4 people now, not just 3. Hey, join the conversation, guys. Talking about weather. There's nothing more exciting than weather. Just say hi. Be a completely different part of the conversation. I don't have a one-track mind. I can keep several conversations going at once. Come on, guys, start talking. And I scared one of them off. Now I've only got 3. Wah wah. But apart from that, it's rain. Yeah, I figured. I was fairly certain you guys get a good amount of rain. I mean, where you are geographically, it makes sense. There's plenty. We got number 3 in the chat starting to. Well, I say 3. I'm one of them because I'm watching this on my computer to make sure it's flowing properly. It's behaving. So one of those 3 is me. Who is Mr. Sparks here? Who is blue on my computer, but a very limey green. Not like this lime green, because technically this is lime green, but it's more of a it's sort of a yellowish lime green in the chat on my Xbox. I've got chat pulled up there, and there. So I said there 3 times, but it was there and there. So I don't know why I felt like saying that. But that means we do have somebody creeping on us. There's another person. Come on. Please start talking, and they're gone. I don't know why I even try. I don't know why I even try. I guess I should just stop asking people to talk. I should stop asking people to talk. They always leave when I do. Just let them talk if they want to, like Sparks. If they don't, they can just chill and watch, and I won't pester them for not talking. Welcome back, Sparks. Welcome back. We had a couple of other friends join us while you were gone, but they left because I tried to get them to talk, and people don't like talking apparently. Well, I'm a really funny and cool guy. Thank you very much, Sparks. I really appreciate it. I like to think I'm pretty funny and somewhat cool. And there's a little ghost because it's Spooktober. Ooh. Sorry. Might be stereotyped, but do yours always say AMG? Do my what? Or do I, just in general? Use. So do I personally always say OMG? No, in fact, I tend not to say that because I am just not a fan of that phrase particularly. Anything that can be abbreviated into 3 letters, like, OMG, WTF, especially just saying the letters instead of actually saying out the words, I just tend not to do. I try to, act like I'm an intelligent human being, so I try not to act like somebody who's not. Have ye try? You mean I'm assuming by that you mean have I tried speaking in those phrases? No, not really. I mean, it's not something that I'd have to try to do. It's just something that seems like it's a very immature, childish thing to do. So I try a lot not to. Well, I don't have to try, but I just don't think that's especially because I'm, a 22, as of tomorrow, year-old college student, it wouldn't particularly, and not on top of that, a teacher, it wouldn't be the most intelligent thing for me to do to start speaking like that. Have ye friend, what? Have we tried neeps and tatties? What in the hell does that mean? Pumpkins on the ground. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. I'm in the cloud. I'm in the cloud. I'm in the cloud. I'm in the cloud. Food, turnips and potatoes. Oh, neeps are turnips and tatties are potatoes? Okay. I've had turnips and potatoes personally, but I don't, as far as that being like a dish, like specifically turnips and potatoes, no. But I have had turnips and potatoes in a dish together, but not specifically a dish of turnips and potatoes, if that makes sense to you. So yes and no at the same time, I guess. Two dark spine, that's 5 if I remember right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 2 dark spine, 5, 2 dark spine, 2. Dark spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spine. 1, 2. Dark spine. 1, 2. I think that's it. No, it's haggis. Peeps and tatties. Okay, so peeps and tatties is a slang for haggis. I have tried haggis, although it wasn't from an actually, no, an ex of mine from high school is of Scottish descent, and her mother actually made haggis for St. Paddy's Day. So I have had authentic haggis, not from somebody who's of Scottish descent, but not particularly a Scotsman, if that makes sense. I have had haggis, yes, although I'm not, and again, this is using American ingredients, so I'm not quite sure how authentic it was. It was haggis, I'm not certain on the authenticity of it. Do you like Scottish people? Yeah. I mean, I've never personally met one. Like, by saying personally, I mean not online. I've never personally met somebody from Scotland, as far as I know. So I can say, yeah, I generally like to think I like people if I haven't, you know, had a chance not to like them. See, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I knew that that was in there. And I imagine the sheep's stomach is probably the hard part to get in America, which is why I said I'm not sure of the authenticity of it, is because I didn't know if there was actual sheep's stomach in it. 4 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dark spine, 2 dark spine, 3. Okay. Dark spine, 2 dark spine, 3 spine, 2. Oh god, I'm not gonna be able to remember that. Dark spine, 2 dark spine, 3. Well, I went the wrong way, the long way around to get to that. 2, I think that's right. Oh yeah, it is, because it's the top of the post. Haha. Went to Florida 2 years ago and it was sick. If that's a phrase I do know, that means it was good or awesome. That is a phrase that we use in America, so I know what it means. Haha, I don't have to ask you what it means before I answer the actual question itself. And I have been to Florida on one occasion, and I didn't leave the airport. So I can't personally say I know whether or not it was indeed sick. But I have been to Florida, and I'm glad you enjoyed your stay. What all did you do? Did you go to Disneyland, Disney World, whichever one of those two is in Florida? Or what did you do while you were here in the States? Just saying, Scottish people always have a brawl and toss. Guessing that means a bit of a negative attitude or negative perception about things. My guess is what you mean by that. Or maybe just a negative demeanor and not, in fact, negative within itself. It just seems negative to people who aren't or unknowledgeable. Either or. Universal and Disneyland. All right. Well, cool. I've never been, but I'm happy you went. I'm happy you enjoyed your stay, my friend. Hope you had a ball. Swearing, always joking, and fighting. Other than the fighting, yeah, that's pretty much what I do as well. Other than the fighting. I don't fight a lot. And not to be in my usual activities. Especially at a theme park. My left eye just went blurry, and I'm not fixing it because I'm busy doing this. But probably should fix it pretty soon. Do. I'm gonna finish this row before I fix it. Do I like football? No, not a big fan of sports. Whether that be football, American football, baseball, rugby. I'm not a huge fan of sports personally. I mean, it's okay, but eh. My eye. Okay. Oh, nope, still there. Get out of there. Get. There we go. Come on. Nah, I'm just not a huge fan. I mean, I've been in marching band practically all my life, and I've gone to so many football games, it's ridiculous. Well, I've been to a bunch of, may I refrain, I've been to plenty of American football games. Being in the marching band, the drum line. But, and I used to play football as a child. I've watched plenty of American football in the band. I used to play football as a child. Football as a child. And I've got to say, if there's any one sport I would actually like watching, I would have to say baseball, because it's just easier to follow, and I can enjoy the game without worrying about a billion different rules that I may or may not understand. I got skilled to Moz. I'm assuming that means tomorrow, so I'll come off soon. Okay. I'm assuming that means you have something to do tomorrow that I don't understand, and that means you're getting off soon. Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, you don't have to ask my permission. In fact, it's a pleasure that you're even here. Wow, that's really low. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this. Two dark spine, 3 dark spine, 2 dark spine, 3. 2 dark spine, 3 dark spine, 2 dark spine, 3. School, yeah. Oh, skill being school. You got school tomorrow, so that means you got to go soon because it's late at night. Yeah, absolutely, dude. School's important. Speaking as somebody who's in university and going to university to be a teacher, school is important. School is very important, children. Wait, I think I messed that up. No, I didn't. So yeah, by all means, dude, hop off whenever you need to. Do not feel any guilt with that. Well, that's not right. Alright, see you later, Sparks. It's good having you to talk to. I learned a little bit about Scottish culture today. I like it. Wait a minute. Not you, me. See you later, dude. Seriously, it was great talking to you. 11:30. Yeah, that's pretty late. I usually try to go to bed around 10, but that's just because I have class at 8 o'clock and I'm a lazy college student. 2323. Okay, so I messed up. I did mess up right here. Right here. So yeah, have a nice evening, sweet dreams, all that jazz. And I hope to see you later when I'm streaming. Some of that Scottish perspective in there. One, two, three. Okay, that matches. Good. Good. So that's dark spine, then 3 wool, dark spine. It's at the very top. I thought there was one more. Pretty sure there's one more. Yeah, there it is. Pretty sure it's one gap. If the cloud would get out of the way. Okay. So there's one gap and then spike. Or spine, dark. Guess I could play some music like Knees suggested while I'm building this. I wonder how I would do that through this. Timestamps, dark mode, hide chat, pop out, mod icons, slow mode, clear chat, viewer list. If
Dual rooms. Close that ad while I'm at it. Share. Theater mode. Browse. View channels. Games following search. Edit. That's got nothing. Okay. Edit panels. On. Panel type. Drop image. Link image. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. Other things about developers. All right, so next time I hop on here, I'm gonna look at putting music overlaying music. MDK. So in the meantime, I am just going to play some of MDK's music. Because I want to.
Well, just joking.
Hey, I got somebody in the chat. Brooklyn, hey, how you doing? How are you doing today, Brooklyn? And OMG, so cool. I'm assuming you mean my cactus that I'm making. Here, let me do a quick fly around. That's what it looks like right now. But I'm making a huge cactus for a Let's Play. I got the idea to make something huge due to Achievement Hunter making their Mega Tower. I'm not going to go into specifics about what game I'm putting inside of it right now because that's a bit spoilery, and I'm making that for a Let's Play that goes on my YouTube channel, ZombiiChris. But I figured I'd just pop onto Twitch while I'm making it because it's pretty big. It's a giant cactus. Since you asked what it is again. And it's going to be really cool. I'm going to pick some new music while I'm at it. Boom. Eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Play, please. It's going to do a trailer. There we go. It says I've only got one person in the chat, so apparently Brooklyn decided to leave. Oh, apparently you're... Okay, so you didn't leave. Apparently my chat, or my number is a little slow. That says I've only got one person. And you're good. That's good to hear. Where are you from, Brooklyn? Where are you from? What's up? All the way. That's just a green stripe all the way up. Good. Makes it a lot easier to do this. I was one off. I don't know if you guys can actually hear this music. Actually, I'm just going to turn it down for me talking, and I'm going to turn it back up when I'm not talking. Because I want to hear it. From Britain, that's really cool. I've actually never been to Britain. A good buddy of mine, Jen, who will be by later, has been there, but I have not. So, I'm trying to think of another question. Hell, ask me anything you want. I'm just doing this. The last guy who was here asked me to do a Scottish accent, and I completely sucked at it. So, I'm here for your entertainment, Brooklyn. Use me however you please. Don't take that the wrong way. I really want to. Really want to go. But the problem is I'm a broke college student. I'm a broke university student. In the middle of a bunch of things. I don't really have time to go. I wish I did though. I really do. Do a British accent. Actually, I do some of the voice acting in my spare time, and one of the characters I am has a British accent. It's not very good. In fact, my girlfriend tells me it's more Australian than anything. So it's not very good, but I guess it gets the job done, especially if I got it gets the job done, especially if it was good enough to get I was good enough to be selected for a part with it. Oh, that was crap. Especially if I was selected to play a role with this accent. Actually, the voice is a bit higher than this. This is my regular voice with the accent added. The voice that I got, selected with was the accent, but I used the voice that's a little bit more high pitched than the one I'm doing. Oh, shut up! Laughing so hard. Why is it bad? Is it Australian? Tell me. Just because it's an American trying to do a British accent. How many is that? I gotta pick a new song. I'm just gonna keep plugging on MDK because this stuff is so damn good. Phoenix. I'm going with Phoenix next. Phoenix by MDK. For links to his stuff, I have links for his stuff all over my YouTube channel, or you could just Google or YouTube MDK and you can find his music. Oh no, a trailer ad thing. I'm gonna skip that. What do you take in college? And I didn't know why. You don't know why, you just are. Well, that's good. At least it's funny. Whether it's good, bad, or otherwise, it's just funny. It gets the job done. It got me the voice acting part. I'm going to be a high school science teacher, so so that's usually a 4-year program. But for high school science, you can either do biology, chemistry, physics, or earth science. But instead of doing a 4-year program, I'm doing a 7-year program that certifies me in all 4 of those subjects. And I got the dean's special permission to take a ton of hours per semester, so I can smash it down into 4 years. So it's really nice. Let's see, right before the dark. Oh, that's different. That's different than that. Oh no, I messed something up. I gotta check the original source. Alright. Wasn't that bad of a mess up. I can easily fix it. I think it goes to what? Just below that one? Just below that spine. Use the bottom one as a reference because it's the one that's actually correct. No, the top spine, okay. I did a boo-boo. I messed something up. Well, when you get the job, you can use the money to come to Britain. I may actually do that. I'm going to absolutely try and vacation on my summers off. Since I am a high school teacher, I will have summers off. And I may be able to do that, especially since my girlfriend, if we stay together, which I'm hoping we do, I'm assuming we will, she's going to be an explosives engineer. So she's going to have a lot more money than I am. So we could probably end up taking a trip to Britain one of these days, is the full intention. Make sure those. Now I've got to check all of them to make sure that's the way it is. I've got to fly around and check all of them. Okay, good. Whoa, I went a little weird there. A little weird is always a good thing. Turn the music back up a little bit. skin do I have? So the skin I have is actually the skin I've always had in Minecraft because I have one of my favorite games ever, one of my favorite antagonists, one of my favorite video game characters who's the antagonist of the game, and one of my favorite, and I just adored the voice acting and the screen capture and all that from Michael Mando, is Voss from Far Cry 3. This skin doesn't look as good as the one I have for PC, but I love Voss Montenegro. So he's my skin, and I just decided to stick with him since I started doing Let's Plays with Voss. I've just always stuck with Voss and never really changed it. I mean, if they had a Deadpool skin, then I would have to consider changing it, but they don't. So Voss it is. It's a good question. I like the question. Something relevant to the game. Yes, I'm on Xbox. I'm on the Xbox One, in fact.
Good for you.
I think that's right. Yeah, looks right.
There'll be a lot of wealthy people who are going to remember you when they need someone to do their taxes, okay?
2, 1, 2. Okay.
We did that to my data fund. Now what?
That's a weird ad that's going in the background. What sort of freaking thing is that? Oh, I'm loving. I see the lag from the Xbox to my computer. Just seeing my cactus zoomed out. I mean, right when I'm doing this, when I'm zoomed out looking at it, I'm focusing on where I'm putting the wool next. But when I'm not doing that and I'm just looking at the overall cactus, I love how it looks, which is a beautiful thing that I love the project that I'm looking at. Because I'm not really focusing on how it looks overall as I'm building it, I'm just building it. But when I look at it not focusing on where I'm putting the wool next, then it just looks beautiful and I love that. That's so great. It's a phenomenal feeling. You got both 360 and the One, by the way. Where are you from? That's great that you have the 360 and the One. Honestly, the One is the first game console that I've owned since the NES. Because my mother has always believed that, you know, video games will cause you to be lazy in life and not get anything done. And, you know, I've proven her wrong since then about that. 2 or 3 years ago when I got the Xbox One. And my grades have actually gone up. So, I've sort of proven her wrong that video games cause laziness and apathy or whatever. And as far as wherever I'm from, I'm from the central United States. I'm from Missouri, actually. So right in the middle of the United States. So yeah, that's why my gamer score is frighteningly low. Is because I've only had the Xbox One. I never had a 360. I haven't had the opportunity to play any 360 games. So I'm really excited to be catching up with all the games. Like I'm getting Fallout 4 when it comes out on the 10th. I can't wait for that franchise. I've gotten Black Flag, and I'm getting Syndicate when it comes out on Friday. So I'm really excited to finally be a part of all the games coming out and stuff. You should get her as a joke an Xbox. Oh, I should get Mom an Xbox for Christmas. I've tried to get her to play. I mean, she's open to it. I mean, she's not against it anymore ever since I proved to her that it's not, you know, like poison. She's open to it, but she can't do the thing where one stick is the direction you look and the other stick is the direction. She can't seem to, you know, get that on lock. And so she's tried several times, but she can't quite get it. So now I'm trying to get her into Telltale games, actually. I just fell all the way to the bottom. I'm trying to get her into Telltale games. Because they're more dialogue-based, adventure-based games, something that's more her cup of tea. So I'm really trying to get my mom into video games now that she's open to it, and that I find to be a big part of my life. So yeah. Facepalm, really, Mom? I mean, you know.
as, oh, the parents can't play the video games type of thing. Don't have enough hand-eye coordination or whatever. Like I said, I had the NES back in the day, so I more or less had experience with that. That, and I'm a professional magician, so I've got really phenomenal hand-eye coordination to begin with. So it really took me no time at all to be able to master the control. But then again, I'm also young. Yeah, the other one's me because there's two. There's one is you, and the other one is me because I'm watching it on my computer. So I can just make sure the stream is running fluidly and that everything is essentially working.
And I'm going to change songs again. Because the other one ended. Let's see. I played Phoenix already. I played Jelly Castle. I haven't listened to anything from his Jelly Castle album in a while. I've been listening to the Phoenix album a lot. I've been listening to the Jelly Castle album. So again, I'm just going to mention this every time I start a new song. This song is from MDK. It's called Jelly Castle from his album titled Jelly Castle. You can find links to all of his stuff on my YouTube channel, which is the same name as my Twitch channel, like my gamertag and all that junk. So, yeah. His music is phenomenal. That one's straight up, except for the catacomb. Well, that kind of went funky a little bit. Your dad and you have build battles, and your mom picks the winner every Sunday. Oh, that's really cool. Like in Minecraft. That's really cool. I wish I could do that and like have enough people interested. Like my mom actually, I've talked about her not being able to get it. She can do it on the PC. She just can't do the thumbstick thing. She has on PC. I bought her Minecraft, and she can play it, and she loves playing Minecraft with me on the PC because we have our server. We have a online server, not like open to the public or anything, but we have an online server on Minecraft, and we play it all the time while I'm down here at university and she's at home. It's only 1 hour away, so it's not bad, but you know, it's distance, so we need to do it. Can't do it on a local server. And that's so cool that you can do that with your family and really connect through that medium. That's amazing. I would love to be able to do that. And yes, I'm getting my music from YouTube actually, but he also has. Okay, I'm gonna go into the whole PR thing. He has a SoundCloud. He's got a YouTube. His music's on iTunes. I get all my music of his from. I actually have physical copies of his CDs that he produces on Kickstarter every time he finishes an album. But all the other stuff I have of his, the singles and stuff like Pandora that I played earlier, I got off of iTunes. And again, that's MDK. His name is Morgan David King, MDK. So there's your PR thing, Morgan. Did I answer everything? I did, okay. Hey Brooklyn, do you have what game system do you have? Unless you already said. I mean, 'cause this is an open game. If you want to join me, be my guest. I could use some help. I keep going back and forth trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so you play Minecraft as an, you've been adopted and sort of, okay, so it really is more so than connecting. You really are using that medium to connect with your family. That's really freaking cool. Good job. It's a really good way to connect.
I mean, because it has a little bit of an element of competition to it, which brings you guys closer. But not like you know anything Die Hard. It's Minecraft. It's you build it. That's just really cool. Do you do it on usually do it on creative or survival, or do you switch it up sometimes? I keep going back and forth because I forgot what the hell I'm doing. Top of the spine, right? Good. Another song. Alright, this one is Boss Rush from MDK's album Phoenix. This one's from Phoenix. You can find all of his stuff on YouTube, SoundCloud, etc. Got links to it on my YouTube channel, which is ZombiiChris, the same name as my gamer tag. On creative mode, that's really cool. Personally, I like survival mode better. As far as creating things, it just adds that much more of a purity to it and a little bit more of a rush since you have to go find it. You have to. It's really cool. If you've ever seen it, look up the building game. I think Sky Plays Minecraft built it first, but I watch Captain Sparkles or Jordan play it, and it seems like a lot of fun. You build things in creative mode. I don't think you'll be able to do it with 2 players, but that's just something I suggest since you build things in creative mode. That's something I'm going to recommend to you is watch Captain Sparkles play the building game. It's a hell of a lot of fun to watch, and I bet even funner, more fun to play. This one's one of my favorites, Boss Rush. King Junior, you coming home from a soccer game. By the way, you won 5-3. Good job, my friend. Good job. But that feels phenomenal. I used to play soccer as a young child in elementary school. I love this part. Yeah, I used to play soccer as a kid, but I stopped eventually. But my brother plays soccer all throughout high school. He was the captain of his team. That was like his life, soccer. So I know how big of a deal it is for you to have scored that many points. That's phenomenal, my friend. It really is. Best game of the season so far. That's congratulations. That just must feel great. I think I got all the dark green. I can just do the light green. Oh, and I just got an email. Thank you for following me. So actually, I'm gonna only girl, but there is another, but she plays goalie, and she never goes. Oh, well, that sucks that she never goes. But congrats to being the only girl. I mean, and I'm sure with that skill level that you're talking about, you're not like the token girl where you're on the team just so they can have a girl on the team so they can say they have a girl on the team. With what you're talking about, scoring 5 out of 7 goals, you actually have the skill to have a right to be in that position, which is really cool. That you get to show them 1-4, and that just must feel great. Let's see. Ta-da! Oh, it didn't fit. Dang it didn't fit. I want me to split that. Probably split that like this. UFL. Alright.
Bam. Well, I'm doing the usernames and gamer tags and stuff. Unless it's a little bit offensive like this one is, and I'll give you a nickname if it's offensive. So I hate for that to be the bar. I'll give you a nickname if you want anyway, if you stay long enough. Anybody I talk to for a while, I end up giving a nickname every here and there. Unless the name is in the name like yours is, so. Lo siento, mi amiga, lo siento. This one's Frostbite from MDK's album Rise. He has a SoundCloud, his stuff's on iTunes, his stuff is on YouTube. You can find links to all that in the descriptions of my videos, on my YouTube channel, ZombiiChris. Same name as my channel here, and my gamer tag. And enjoy. This stuff is amazing. I love it. I use it all the time. It's the outros to my video. I love his stuff, really. Every time he has a new album come out, I back it on Kickstarter for the physical copy thing, like immediately. Because he usually starts the Kickstarter before he releases the album. Well, not before, like during, I guess. He opens the Kickstarter and then like releases the tracks for said album during the campaign. Hell yeah, man. Good job. Keep it up. Show them who's boss. I'm assuming since you're still playing soccer that you're somewhere between middle school and maybe even college age. So you're middle school, high school, college age is my guess. Or primary... Probably not primary school, but probably secondary school, using the limited knowledge I have of the education system across the pond. A schedule? No. I usually just stream whenever I feel like it. So I try to keep a schedule on my YouTube channel, but I don't usually have a schedule here on Twitch. 16? Okay. So, let's see. So you'd be about sophomore year of high school in America. I am the grandiose old age of 22 tomorrow. My birthday's actually tomorrow, the day Marty McFly comes back to the future. I'm gonna be 22 tomorrow. I'm ripe and old. Actually, there, that's done. Finish the cactus. Finish, well, at least that side of the cactus. I'm gonna go take a peek-see. Nope, too far. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, man, that is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love how the clouds kind of intersected, too. I wish the clouds intersected it a little bit higher, but what can you do? That's beautiful. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. How does love get easier after high school? There's no bullshit. People start getting a lot more honest. Depending on who you are and who you hang out with, essentially. A good amount. May I say, not everybody. But more people are just more honest. More people are more honest and know they've been burned enough to know what it feels like, and it gets better because people have been through more experiences coupled with they're more mature, hopefully. So it's just a better experience overall. I tell you what. I can't take off clouds, but I like clouds. I really like clouds. I'm a freaking science major. I'm glad in fact, taking a class about weather and climate, and we talked about clouds. I've got a test about clouds tomorrow, in fact, that I should be studying instead of talking about clouds on Minecraft with you. I should be studying for my test about clouds tomorrow. But instead, I'm building this giant cactus. I'm gonna get a new song. Alright, this song is called Finger Bang. It is from MDK's album Rise. There's links to it, to his SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, that kind of stuff, to all my videos on my YouTube channel, ZombiiChris, same name as my gamer tag and my name here on Twitch. And go check it out. All of his stuff is amazing. I use it in my videos all the freaking time. Is this the inside? Okay, because I was about to say, these spines aren't outward. So I don't know what to do now, 'cause, I mean, I could just keep building. Yeah, I think I'll just keep building. Well, it's just you and this boy like each other, but he won't ask you, and you've never been in a relationship. Let's see. Well, this is tricky. You are 16, so things are going to be tricky for a while, and things are going to be tricky for a while, especially if you've never been in a relationship and you don't know how that is. It's just going to be tricky. You are going to have the best of times with your first real love and all that stuff, and you're going to have the worst of times when it inevitably ends. 'Cause I've got news that especially if you're only 16, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's going to end. But that shouldn't deter you. This is going to be the best time of your not the best time of your life, but it is the first chunk of your first relationship is always just some of the most blissful time you'll have in your young life. It's phenomenal, really. Having experiences for the first time, having fun with somebody you can call your own for the first time is just. It's a truly special thing, and you should cherish it. But when the inevitability happens that it'll end down the road, I mean, don't look at that as negative. You had a great time with a person you really cared about, and you should cherish the time you spent together. I'm talking like you already broke up. But no, it's a phenomenal thing, really. It's just so confusing. Yeah, and it's going to be confusing the whole ride. You better get used to that. It's also hard when your friends. I'm sorry. I'm really particular with grammar. My mother is graduated in English major. So wrong your. Sorry. When your friends come home crying to you because they got heartbroken. Yeah, I understand that, but then again, just because you're 16 and you haven't even been in your first relationship yet, is kind of a tell that you're more mature than these friends who have gotten their hearts broken already. It sounds like you're a little bit more mature, and I'm assuming from that you're also interested in a gentleman who's also mature, and it's just going to be a spectacular time for both of you for a long time. So yes, it's confusing as hell, especially when your friends are like, oh no, I got heartbroken. But the thing is, you shouldn't dwell on that with negativity. Just tell your friends who got heartbroken. You should cherish the time you had together and the good times, not the bad times. That's the only way to get through it. I mean, you only have, if you're lucky, 100 years on this damn planet. So, and usually it's 70 to 80, 60 maybe. So, enjoy the time you have and look back on the times you've had with positivity, not negativity. Is my girlfriend the first? No. And neither of those yours were correct either. I'm sorry. I've actually had I've had a relatively small string of girlfriends personally. I mean, because I'm going to be 22 tomorrow, I've had a couple. But given I was about 16 when I had my first girlfriend, and she dumped me, I asked her out and she dumped me before 24 hours had passed. So that was my first relationship. But I was also a fool because I had been chasing her for months. And she said yes, which I'm fairly certain was out of pity. And, you know, it hurt like all hell. But my mom really got through to me by saying, look, I'm going to draw you a diagram because I'm a teacher. He said, look, you know, these are the parts of your life, right? Let me see, I'm just waiting for the lag to see if this is in the right, I'm holding this in the right spot. There we go. So this is the parts of your life, right?
When you're in love for the first time, it sort of feels like the parts of your life get divided and it feels like this. That they are the center, they are the most important. But then when you get your heart broken, especially when you're young, because, you know, you haven't had as many experiences, in your case, no experiences, and frankly, immaturity. I mean, I'm not saying immaturity is a bad thing. I'm saying literally you have not matured enough to have experiences, which is not a bad thing, again. It's just the fact that that's happened. It feels like that space is just gone. And what you need to do is take that empty space and fill it with as many things as you can, okay? Don't just let it be an empty space. You've got to fill that with friends, with family. Learn a new skill. I don't know, just fill it with as many positive things as you can. Okay, and don't be an idiot like I was early on, and don't just rush into another relationship to fill that gap immediately. Don't. Take some time. Learn about not only what happened, but learn more about yourself. Okay, know what you're looking for, and don't settle for anything shorter than what you want and what you deserve. Okay? So after that happens, it just feels like you're more complete. Make sure you feel complete after filling that void before you try again. There's my speech of the day. I try. Again, that whole that spiel came from my mother after my first relationship ended. So I can't take credit on that, but I feel like I added some stuff. I'm gonna get back to Minecraft. Things got serious for a minute. It's my pleasure, Brooklyn. It really is. I love to help. I mean, that's why I'm gonna be a science teacher. I love to help people. Gotta play some music and get back into the swing of things. Again, this is Fingerbang from MDK's album Rise. You can see links to his Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, all that junk on my YouTube videos. Channel ZombiiChris, the same as my gamer tag and my channel name here. So yeah, if you have any other questions or anything, feel free to ask. I don't mind talking. I'm gonna talk your damn ears off, that's for sure. I'm glad to have been of help. Got it. Nope. I think that was right. No offense, but a lot of boys in your are, I'm assuming the asterisks are a cuss word. Hard to know if the boy asterisks or not. And here's the thing, he's not gonna be the one. You might or may not even find him at school. He may not be the one, and he's definitely not going to be, you know, the one that you're gonna have forever. You know, but always, you're thinking right. you always want to look for what you want. Like, don't settle, is what I'm saying. Make sure it's somebody who could potentially be the one. But, especially because he's the first, he's not going to be, like, the one. But you may find him at school, you may not. The one that, you know, the person that you're going to find first off. You know? Look for somebody who makes you happy. I mean, and that it may be a friend that you have currently. Maybe a guy on your soccer team. You know? Maybe a guy on an opposing soccer team. You never know. Just look for somebody who makes you happy and that's fun to be with. I'll tell you what. One of the biggest things in a relationship is the ability to make each other laugh. Look for that. Gotta go. I'm going to dinner, so I'll be back another day. It was a pleasure talking to you, Brooklyn. It really was. And, you know, just stay positive, man. You can do it. I believe in you. See you later. Come on in. Keep you nice and awake.
I got 30 pages of forms done. Whew, holy fuck balls.
Tell chat what your forms were.
What?
Tell chat what your forms were.
I had to do archaeological convenience for a collection in the museum. Whew. And I completely forgot what time it was because I didn't take my phone. So it was an hour after the museum closed.
Oh.
I had to go stand by my professor's car to give her the key back. It's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Been doing this whole time.
Cacti.
Looks so good. It does. It looks beautiful. I'll do a zoomed out view here in just a second. Give some top-notch relationship advice and talking to a kid from Scotland about Scottish culture.
Yay!
So.
Scotland!
So I don't know. Next time somebody comes in the chat, you can join me. Or hell, if you want to pull up a chair, you want to help me now?
I can leave if you want me to.
Nah. Are you ready for this amazing reveal?
Alright. I almost couldn't pick up. Oh, dude, that's amazing!
Yeah.
That's fucking fantastic!
Yeah.
I almost couldn't pick up some of the artifacts I was working with.
Really?
My hands are like...
Just jittery.
Yeah.
Yeah, chihuahua you. Look at this.
That is badass.
I wish the clouds intersected it like halfway through the top block instead of like between the second and third. But I mean, you know, 6 on one hand, 6 on one hand, half dozen on the other.
Math.
Yeah. Yeah, next time somebody pops in the chat, I've got you to help talk with them too.
Most good smells ever be smelling of. Well, one of them.
Oh, show.
It's for science reasons.
I'm really glad other things could be for science reasons. I'm really glad I did some math before building this.
Yes, why?
Because when were you here when I figured out that it was 14 by 14 by 16 instead of 14 by 14 by 14?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I figured out that it's taller than it is depth and width. So if I wouldn't have done that beforehand, I would have been so fucked. I guess I probably figured it out eventually.
So what'll work if you get to?
Gotta make a file system and I get to or an entrance ticket for my
science teaching and behavioral management class tomorrow. None of those tasks are too terribly difficult. It won't take very much time out of my day a piece. So I figure maybe 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I started going a little bit high with that. Dummy. Nope. Fuck, that's the wrong button altogether. Thank you. I really think so too. It looks phenomenal. I mean, I said earlier in the commentary that while I'm building it, like I'll zoom out a little bit to like look at a previous layer so I know what I'm doing. And you know, I'm focusing so much on like numbers and building this damn thing that I don't like, you know, I'm not stopping to look at it. But every now and again I'll stop and look at the at the playback. And whenever I stop to like look down and look at it, like especially on that side, I would zoom back out a little bit and like just look at a corner view like that just a little bit and it's like, oh my god, it looks so good. But like I don't stop to focus on that while I'm building it because I'm focusing so hard on my numbers that it's like I don't take that in fully. So I'm tooting my own horn big time. It looks amazing.
It does.
Oh, I just realized that. I thought I was gonna have to do one more layer of that. I'm not. So yeah, there's the scaffolding. So yeah, if each and every no, I figured it out. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did one, not two. Yeah, if each and every bit of the wool burns down, which is very, very, very unlikely, but if it does, that's what it'll look like. Well, except for a bunch of this on this side is wool too. All that's wool. That dark green. The dark green right there is wool. But other than that, that's what it'll look like if it all burns down. So it'll look good it'll look good-ish even if it burns. In between I have these, but I'm trying to think of something that might make it more solid, at least on this one. Maybe. I don't know. You know what, actually? Let me try that over here. So I've also discovered to not ask people to actually talk. If you do that, they get scared so easily. It's like wild animals. It's like you ask them to talk, it's like bye. But they don't even say that. They just, I had somebody in there. Now I don't. Let's see if that even makes a difference. No, no difference. I doubt it's even a difference close up. I might even make it this, but probably not. Nah. He's good as is. And that's just for the cornerstones. So it's not floating. It's not floating if that piece of wool happens to burn down. You know?
Yes.
Curious about your own hands?
No, my hands are traitors right now. They're shaky. They smell like gloves.
Latex.
Yeah. The hands of... I've been doing sciencey things all day.
Oh crap, I can't do the corners. It means I'm also going to be doing the in-between sections as well right here. Not much, just a little bit. Oop. Yeah, even just that, I don't even have to do that second one right there. Just that one. I just need one bolt to connect it. Just in case. Oh, that's the only one. So yeah, just wait until somebody initiates conversation. But between then, I'm playing music. And I have to say, alright, this one is The Great Ghastly from MDK, his album Jelly Castle. You can find his SoundCloud, his Facebook, his YouTube. All those sorts of things are in the links or the comments of the videos of my YouTube channel, ZombiiChris, same spelling as my gamer tag, and my Twitch profile.
And all this stuff's really great. I use it as the ending for all my YouTube videos. And go check them out. I say that before every song. And so far it's been all MDK because the stuff is just that great. Yeah, if you want to hop in and help, be my guest. If not, oh well.
Well, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't...
You literally copy paste. That's it. And I'm intentionally not doing this side. That vertical split screen though. Give it the full for days. Oh yeah, that's because we were diddling with the NFL FCCP. I remember that.
Holy shit. Oh wait, no. Not, wrong one. I was like, I found you! No, I didn't. That's the cross, right? Oh!
Both of the green stained plays and both of the green wolves. Block. But I don't think you need any block pull. I'm pretty much got that covered. I started out just doing all the dark green and just filling the rest in with light green. That's how I started out, and I'm like, that's not very efficient.
I'm doing all the light green.
Oh, you're basically doing what I did, only backwards?
Yeah.
So, scrap what I just said about not being very efficient.